Good morning. I've been called over to the living room. For what reason, Wesley?
I want to snuggle in.
He wants me to snuggle him in. So he likes to bring me his Paw Patrol blanket, and he just wants to have...
I want to be so warm, Mommy.
Oh, you want to be so warm. I know. Yeah. He's waiting for me to totally wrap him up. All right, turn around. Okay. Oh, how's that for a snuggle in? Oh, it's not covering your toes. That's not good enough, is it?
Well, Mommy loves you.
You love me? Well, thank you. So I put the camera down and re-snuggled. Did a re-wrap up. Yes, this is my baby, my big 3-year-old baby. And sometimes I'm aware of like, okay, I need to make this conscious decision, like don't baby him just because he's the youngest. You know, you see those like older kids who you can just tell that's the baby of the family. They're just babied so much. He's only 3, he's still so little. It's Monday today, so happy Monday. Happy Friday when you guys see this. Mondays sometimes tend to be a slow day. Sometimes it actually is a good day. Sometimes we are refreshed and Monday is like a strong school day. But we had a really busy weekend. Like we had a late Friday night, late Saturday night, late Sunday night. And so it just feels like we're dragging a little bit this morning. We had a later breakfast. The kids are just finishing up, you know, brushing their teeth and getting dishes cleaned up. What are you doing? You're making it a little bit tricky when you're so wiggly. Anyway, so I'm just sitting here ready to start school, but the kids aren't quite here yet. And so Zara's on the floor asking me to play Old Maid with her. So you can either play Old Maid with us or you can just lay on the couch by yourself. Okay, Zara, are you getting us all set up?
Yeah.
Wesley says he wants to be on my team. Just hand out cards for 2 of us, okay? Here are our cards, Wesley. Here are our cards, Wesley. Did you look at the cards when you handed them out? Did you?
I didn't see yours.
You didn't see what mine are? Okay. All right. I was gonna say, you can tell, Wesley, would you just stand up for a second?
Yeah.
You can tell when we are nearing, thank you, you can tell when we are nearing the end of winter. No, just stand up for another second, sorry. Why? But you can tell when we're nearing the end of a season because the sweaters start to get too small, the pants start to get a little bit short. As I'm showing it here on camera, it actually looks okay, but he's starting to outgrow his outfits. And he really wanted today to wear what? What did you choose to wear today?
This one.
Yeah, what is that one?
I took this one.
Your Christmas sweater. We're actually getting a fresh layer of snow today outside. You can't see out there, but we are getting some more snow, and so that's actually an okay sweater to wear. Okay, well, let's get started. I guess I need to look for my matches. Ooh, you already have 2 matches. This is not a fair game because every one of the cards, every single other card is in great condition, like these ones. And then this is how Old Maid looks.
Everyone can tell.
So yeah, I had Old Maid the whole time and Zara definitely noticed it the whole time. So to have a fair game of Old Maid, I think that we need to buy a new game, don't we? Yes, Wesley?
I want to play that fish one now.
You want to play the Go Fish one?
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to do that later because I think it's time to start school. I need to take some time today to look at the computer. At Gather Round website and check out their kindergarten, like learn to read, learn to write curriculum. So we've only done the Gather Round unit studies. Charity's making paper airplanes.
Which is not as good. And then this one's better.
So we've done a lot of Gather Round units, but I've never done like the Learn to Read, Learn to Write program. So Zara just completed her Handwriting Without Tears book that I bought her this year. And we still have a few months of the school year left. Just a minute, Wesley. And so I was thinking, should I buy her another one? And then I thought I should look at gather rounds. So I'm gonna spend some time doing that today, just kind of looking through the different levels and figuring out what level. I was just pulling out the camera to show Zara, but she's on the floor figuring out her next math problem. But I was just gonna say, we're getting places. Zara has had a little bit of a hard time figuring out the difference just between normal addition questions and solving for the unknown, but she is getting it. So I would have to explain to her before, like, Zara, it's not 8 plus 17, it's 8 plus 1, and just kind of, you know, helping her to understand that, and she's getting it, right? So our next one is 9 plus what equals 16. And this is often how she figures out math problems. She jumps around and dances and rolls on the floor. Does that help your brain work?
Yeah.
And I tell her, get out your math blocks, because she has the math blocks that works with it. You little stinker. And so sometimes she uses those, but then other times she's like, I can figure it out. I can figure it out without it. What's the answer?
7.
Okay, come write it down. You're right. The kids all have their own way of figuring out questions, but part of our schoolwork today is making paper airplanes. So Elijah's writing is it a bar graph?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how much the distance should be. First, was it 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5?
Like how many feet?
Yeah,
what if?
but I think that'll be way too, I'll go way over.
You think it's gonna go way over 5 feet? Yeah, so maybe don't do halves, maybe just do feet. Like do 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot.
10 foot, I think, probably.
Yeah, I think.
We didn't even know about 9 foot.
Yeah, I think. I can't really see you sending a paper airplane more than 9 to 10 feet, but who knows? I could be surprised. Charity's doing her math over here. Simeon, oh, he's doing his math too. And they are, they look pretty focused, even though they have Wesley in the midst. Sometimes this boy can be pretty distracting. And we try to stay on top of like one thing, just a second, one toy out at a time. But if I'm not like paying close attention, there ends up being a lot of stuff out. Are you playing with the counting bears this morning? It's been a while since you've played with those. Okay, just a minute, Elijah. Yes, Sim?
Do you know what Wesley did? He
what?
flew it this way.
His paper airplane?
Yeah, and it landed on my belly.
No way! Are you throwing a paper airplane? Who helped you make that?
Simeon didn't make it.
Simeon didn't make it?
Yeah, I did.
Who made it, Wes? I think it was Simeon. It wasn't you, was it?
It wasn't me.
True story, I don't know how to make a paper airplane. I have done it in the past, but it's been years and years, and hey, it's not that crazy, is it?
Yeah, it is.
It's kind of crazy. You are not. Simeon just ran away, and so Wesley grabbed out. He's like, oh, I get to be on the iPad. No, you're not. That's for Simeon's math. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. I've made them in the past, but Wesley asked me this morning, can you make me a paper airplane? And I was like, ask one of the boys. One of the boys will help you, because yeah, Charity could do. But it has been so long since I've made one. I really should learn how. Maybe you guys, can teach me today how to make a paper airplane. Yes, Simeon.
Can I use the multiplication table?
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to tell you to do. Are you having trouble? That's why I came over and said, oh, Simeon is doing math, because usually, put the iPad away and put your headphones away. Typically what we've been doing here, I have these multiplication songs by Kathy Troxel. I bought the album, but then I just realized just the other day that the whole album is on Spotify as well. So we have Spotify Premium, and so he just, pardon me?
It's a story.
It's a story, okay. It is a word problem, right? Okay, so you need my help. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just trying to show you guys, like I've just been filming straight here for a few minutes. Real life, you get to see, you know, just all the like, I'm talking to you, but then I need to help this person or this person or this person. So I will walk with you over, hold on tight, hold on to me. Yes, so on Spotify Premium, they have this album, all the multiplication songs. So what we've been doing the past few days for math is I will turn on a song. So we just finished doing the 3 times tables, right, Simeon? So now we're gonna do 4. So what I do is I just turn on the song for him. He'll listen through about 3 times, and then he does the wrap up for multiplying by 4. And we'll probably do that again tomorrow, and then the next day we'll do by 5. And so just kind of helping him, helping him learn his multiplication facts. Yes, Wesley? Okay, sing for me the 3 times tables. I taught him this little song. How does it go? 3, 6, 9,
12, 15, 18, 21, 24, and 27, 30, and we're done.
Good. Okay, I think you know your 3 times tables really well. So let's do 4 here. So I'm just gonna scroll down to 4 times 2 into 4 times 12. So you listen to those and say the answers if you know them.
4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 2 is 8.
Why did you want this one?
4 times 3 is 12.
Yes, you can use his headphones. Now this is the wrap up he's using. So he's using these multiplication wrap ups and he's working on the number 4. Today's lunch, I just made up some Annie's mac and cheese. It's hard to get all these chunks out sometimes. I think I got most of them, but I just see a chunk of the cheese flavoring. I put ham and bacon bits into there for some protein. And then we also have a bunch of veggies, and that's our lunch today. I am just sitting down now to edit. Time kind of got away from me because right after lunch, we just finished up some school. And then I went and sat at the computer because I wanted to explore those gather round options like I was telling you about. I am still somewhat undecided on it because it was a little bit more expensive than I was thinking it would be. And it's not a unit for all the kids. Like I will use it for Zara and then I will use it for Wesley and that's it. I don't have lots of kids still to use it for. I still think it would be a good option, but it covers like kindergarten, grade 1 curriculum, not just your phonics. Like I was thinking, it's also math and art and everything else, which we're kind of getting in our other curriculum. So I don't know, I'm still thinking about that. But then I started looking into something else, onto Book Outlet, where I like to shop. I would say 2 or 3 times a year I go into Book Outlet and just spend $100 on all these discounted books. It's such a great option for finding discounted books, and I usually like to stock up on the Who Was books and the, you know, Where Is and What Was books. I realize that sounds very confusing if you don't know what I'm talking about, but they are nonfiction books like Who Was Helen Keller and What Are the Summer Olympics, and just nonfiction, just easy chapter books that I like to give my kids for assigned reading. So this order that I made, it will arrive, and I won't actually put out a lot of this stuff until next fall, but I kind of got caught up doing all that on the computer, just not really paying attention to what was going on around me. I mean, it was quiet around me, and all of a sudden I was like, oh my word, it is 1:50 and Wesley hasn't gone for a nap. We're kind of at that stage of life now, you know, because with younger ones, like that would never happen. You don't need a reminder that they haven't napped because you are hearing it. You're hearing grumpy, tired kids. But we're at that stage now. Wesley was doing just fine, playing and looking at books upstairs, but I thought I better put him down right now because I know, you know, late afternoon if he hasn't had a nap, then I regret it. So I put him down for his nap. Everybody else is doing some reading, and I am sitting down. I won't have a lot of time here, but I'm gonna sit down and edit a video for a little bit. I forgot when Wesley was being so snuggly this morning, I totally forgot that he is fighting a cold. And so he's been pretty snuggly a lot of the day, and he's been saying to me this afternoon, Mommy, I'm so sick. Okay, no, go get a Kleenex. I will read to you. He's coming, he's bringing a book to me, but get a Kleenex, Wesley. Your finger is not a Kleenex. It's so interesting with each of the kids. Yes, you need your blanket again, don't you? So interesting. Okay, you want to be so warm, I know. Yeah. Just each of the kids and their different strengths and their different interests. And right now, Wesley is just so interested in numbers. So as we've been hanging out a lot today, he's been asking me, Mom, is 8 plus 8 18? Is that what you just asked me? And I said, no, it's 16. And he's like, but why would that be 16 when they're both 8s? And so he's just super into, like really recently has really been interested in letters and numbers, and he recognizes all of his letters now, and he knows all of his numbers, and he's asking math questions all the time. So that's just something that like he's really interested in, and there's no like ahead or behind. What matters is that they will absorb information if they are interested in learning that information. Back to the topic of school books, like I was talking about earlier today. Plans changed a bit because I was talking to my sister on FaceTime earlier this afternoon. She is in the States, so we don't get to see each other much, but we will talk, just FaceTime. And she was telling me that she's using The Good and the Beautiful right now for her son. And then I was chatting with another friend on Instagram talking about The Good and the Beautiful, and I thought, you know what, I should check out The Good and the Beautiful and see what they have for language arts curriculum. So I went on their site, and I don't think, maybe I've been on their site once before. See, I still have Valentine's decor up. I haven't been on their site much at all, and I am just happy with the curriculum we have. And so I'm not somebody who like researches curriculum regularly. Like, don't get me wrong, when we first started, I really searched curriculum, and if I know we're switching curriculum, I'm really searching it out. But once I have curriculum we like, I don't look at other curriculum. I just am happy with what we have, and I don't fill my mind with all these other options. And so I've obviously heard so much about The Good and the Beautiful from word of mouth, but I had never really looked through their curriculum myself on their site, and they had a writing book just like I wanted for Zara, PDF, so I ordered that. And then they also had like a grade 1 free download printable, like a full language arts free printable, so I got both of those. I am downloading them right now on the computer. I'll be printing that up here right away. I don't know if I explained it well about the Gather Round one. So the thing with the Gather Round book, it looked good, but it was like a full curriculum, so it included your math and your art and nature and everything. And I already have math that I like for Zara, so I would be like picking through it and just taking out the writing pages. So it just didn't make sense for me to buy the full package just to have that. But I think that these, The Good and the Beautiful pages, will work out really well. I always love curriculum that I can print at home. I have the printer, I have the binding machine, and especially because I'm in Canada, it's not easy. Shipping is expensive and it takes a long time too, so anytime I can print up curriculum myself, I love that. So there's the end to that story. That was one of my to-dos on my to-do list today. Find new writing curriculum for Zara, so check, got that done. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I am just finishing up making dinner. I feel like I cannot close this vlog without showing you the finished product. Because I showed you part of the process, I feel like I have to complete that. So I am just finishing up getting it together, and then I will show you how it looks, show you what we're having. It smells delicious in my kitchen right now. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. We've got some delicious pork tenderloins there. I just made up a little gravy with those drippings. Everything's kind of spread out here. I've got some rice, and the extra sauce will be nice to put over the rice. And then I'm just making a Caesar salad, so I'm waiting till like the last minute to put my dressing in, but this is such a good, easy Caesar salad dressing. I do have a recipe. I just eyeball it now, but initially I used a recipe, so I'll try to find that recipe and link it, but it's just mayonnaise, sour cream, Parmesan cheese, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. So that is our dinner. Bye!